Welcome back, friends. Now let's look at pivot charts. Pivot charts are interactive visual representations of data that are linked to pivot tables. So basically, as we saw in the last video, we can create pivot tables and also a corresponding chart. Let's look at it, how to do it. So if you look at this example, we have already covered in the last video, that is, we have region, sales and category. Now let's take this data and go to insert, and this time let's go to insert a pivot chart. So you click on this. So you get two options here. One is the pivot chart and another is pivot table. So let's go for the second one because we are going to get both the things. Again, it will ask you where the data is, and the data, as you can see, it is in the range. And then do you want it in the new worksheet or existing worksheet? So let us go to existing worksheet and click in location box, and then select the place where you want it. So let's clip it here and just ignore the last question and click OK. Right. And we know the steps, right? For the values, we will take the sales to the values. So let's move it like this. Now you see the chart is also getting created, and then for category, let's take category as legend, or we'll do one thing. Category, we can take it as an axis here. So you will get the categories here like domestic and international. And then what about the region? Let's take region and put it here itself again. So we are getting in this way. And also you can do one more thing. If you want region to be, let's see if I put it in the legend, what happens. So it's going to look like this. I think this is better. Okay. Now let's close this and realign the data and the chart. So let me just reduce this chart a little bit in size. Okay, so we can just keep it here. All right. Now the main difference in the pivot charts and the normal charts is pivot charts give you an option to select what you want to look at. For example, right now we are able to see the domestic and international sales for various regions. So for East region, the color is green. North, it is orange. And sorry, for East, it is blue actually. And then for South, it is green. And here you can see that there is a filter wherein you can select which category you want to look at. See, now what happens is when we change the data, so let's say if I have, so right now here we have only two categories, that is domestic and international. So if you have one more category, let's say one more category could be private. So if I put like this is private category. Now you have to refresh everything. So let's click on the pivot table, and you get here pivot table analyze, and then here you can go to refresh all. So now you see the things have changed, right? So here we have got another label, that is private, and there's only one record for private in the East region for sales of 3000. So you can see that the pivot chart has also got updated, right? So here you can decide whether you want to look for domestic, international and private all, or you want to only look at private and domestic, right? So what happens when you go for private and domestic? Only private and domestic data will be shown. Okay. And again here also, if you are not interested in the East region, so you can just select the North and South region, and that way East region will be gone. Okay. And also you see that the private record has, I mean, private data has also gone, because private category data was only pertaining to East. And since we have removed the East from the filter, it has actually removed it. So if you go back here and if you select East back, and then you will get private also, because private is there in the East. Okay, and here category, what we have done, we have only selected domestic and private. So if you want to select all again, just click on select and click on like double click, as long as you are able to see all the data is selected. Okay, so this is how a pivot chart and pivot table works together. So please follow these steps and try to finish this practice and get the same thing on your system. Okay, so please make note of the data. So data is on your left side and the pivot table is here, and then pivot chart is here. So in fact, if you want pivot chart, you can just pull it down a little bit like this, and then you can see the chart by scrolling it. Okay, so please do this particular practice, and we will take it forward in the next video. Thank you.